California now has the highest unemployment in the nation. Now, that's according to newly released data from the State Employment Development Department. Joining us now to discuss is California GOP Chair Jessica Milan Patterson. Good evening, Chairwoman. How are you?
Great to be with you, Teresa. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Are you surprised to hear California's unemployment rate is at its highest in the nation?
I'm saddened, but I'm not surprised. Listen, we've seen what one-party rule has done to almost every aspect of our state, and this should not come to as a surprise to anyone. Not only did we come in dead last, or first when it comes to unemployment, but we see number one in the state in the country is a Republican-run North Dakota, where their unemployment rate is somewhere around 2%. We are also dead last when it comes to job growth. We top all of the wrong lists, whether it's poverty, homeless population, or people fleeing our state. California is on the top of all of the wrong lists.
Yeah, you're talking about job growth, and I was reading the report. They were saying that California only added 50,000 jobs from 2022 to 2023. Meanwhile, Texas and Florida added more than 200,000 jobs. Why do you feel that California is not adding enough jobs and working on job growth?
It's certainly the policies that California Democrats have championed up in Sacramento. We're watching some of these backroom deals that are happening when it comes to business policies, and it certainly affects whether or not people start businesses here, whether they keep their businesses here, or whether they move them. It should also come as no surprise that the leaders in job growth are places like Texas and Florida. They need to be, and the reason why is because so many Californians are fleeing our state and going to those redder pastures. They're going to places where there is the opportunity for growth in jobs, where there is an opportunity to be able to afford to buy a house, where they can raise their children and not worry about what is being taught in their schools. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone either, that the places that are leading in job growth are places like Texas and Florida.
Yeah, many would say, well, the jobs are there, so with inflation, you would think more people would want to work. But do you think that the government makes it too easy not to work?
Well, certainly I think the government here in California makes it too easy not to work. But to be quite frank, the job wages aren't keeping up with inflation here. We've seen these policies, and Biden inflation is a very real thing. When you have 62% of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck, this is something that is affecting a lot of Americans, and it's what a lot of Americans are going to be thinking about come this November.
All right, and before we go, what can California do to recover from this?
Well, I think we need to change what we've been doing, and I think we have a lot of opportunities. We've seen an amazing set of numbers coming out on voter registration. People are choosing the Republican Party. They've seen what California Democrats and one-party rule has done to our once beautiful Golden State, and they have the opportunity for change in November, and that's by voting for something different.
All right. Well, Chairwoman Jessica Milan Patterson, thank you so much for joining us this evening, discussing our state's unemployment report. Thank you.